abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
Hello! Welcome everyone to Bridgerton. I am here by Count Vivian and of course always the beautiful Lady Fiona.
Oh, hello. My green screen won't accept my bonnet. Believe it or not, we're not in a bonnet.
We're having bonnet ballroom issues, but there is a bonnet, we know.
Oh.
And of course, we are always joined by Lady Whistledown, our very own Val, keeping us running along.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
So this week we're, oh my God, this episode, The Choice. Very excited to just dive in, but Fiona, Lady Fiona, do you want to recap a smidge of what we saw last week?
Sure, we saw turmoil, we saw passion.
Yes.
We saw regret.
Yes.
We saw longing. Basically, yeah, last week's episode was we were planning a wedding to a fiance we don't actually want to marry, but we're convinced we're going to marry because duty, and you're going to die young because of a bee sting. Also, our sisters, Kate and Edwina, have a falling out because Edwina found out that Kate had an agreement for more money if Edwina married a noble. Very shady business. And I'd like to say before we get into it, this episode is one of my favorites because it is completely fantasy. Not one inch of it came from a book. And we love that. Oh, hi. Hi, Gizzy. Hi.
Yeah. Oh, Gizzy's here, Lady Gizzy.
He loves the ball.
I loves the ball. This episode, is the most departed from the book for sure. And I feel like the most action. There's a lot of action going on because right now Gizzy's attacking Lady Fiona. After last episode, we are seeing a lot of, conflicted hearts, but still committed to the wrong choice. So excited to see what this brings as we dive into The Choice.
The Choice. So please load up your Netflixes.
Yes. Grab your drinks. Grab your drinks. I have a watermelon acai. Is that how you say? I don't know.
Acai.
Yeah.
We rock the Pedialyte in this house.
We love the Pedialyte. Lady Whistledown, do you have a LaCroix?
Of course I do.
Oh, I love it. I love it. If you are drinking something you want to put in the chat,
Yeah.
I'll read it out loud.
Yeah, tell us what you're drinking.
I'll read it out loud. Okay, should we count this down?
Let's do it.
Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play, everyone.
Okay.
Wow. We love it. Classic Netflix logo. Let's see. Yeah. This episode is almost a bottle episode, but I think they go to like one location. But it almost entirely takes place at the palace.
Should we tell
There's
the folks
limited-
what a bottle episode is?
Yes, a bottle episode, one of my favorite things. It's an episode of television where they just never leave the one location. Like it's like all happening in one place. It's giving play, like it's theater.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's happening? The queen is planning the wedding. She is giving all of the instructions. The queen is actually bridezilla, even though this is not her wedding at all, I would say.
Justin is drinking boxed Pinot Noir.
Okay, Justin. That's classy, honestly. That's very Bridgerton vibes. Pinot Noir. I feel like the queen is obviously freaking out because she's trying to find out who Lady Whistledown is. And also, like, if you haven't seen last season, the queen's husband is like sort of not doing great, but they were a love match. So they love, but the queen is definitely overcompensating. Are you here still, Fiona? Lady Fiona?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was like, wait.
I was having system troubles for a second there.
Okay. System troubles.
Because I think my cat's butt got too involved. Forgive us.
And that's just what happens here at Bridgerton sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the pets come in to break the tension.
Yes, exactly. Just like Newton. Where is he? It's been a while. It's tense.
It's not a Newton. Oh, yay!
Yay, Newton, I wish. I love you, little Newton.
We love a comedy pet.
We do. Ooh, and in this moment we love because the queen snorts some coke.
Snuff. It's snuff.
You said it's snuff.
Fiona fact.
Okay, go.
Fiona fact. Back in the day, especially in the Regency era, most people took their tobacco by inhaling it through their nostrils.
Okay.
And they had snuff boxes, and it was something that the aristocrats and nobility did.
Wow. Loves it.
So that was tobacco?
Okay.
It was tobacco. They would shoot
like powdered tobacco.
Oh.
Yeah, dry leaves, and they.
That's why these people are on one all the time. They're taking tobacco straight to the brain.
And I'm sure there was some coke. I'm not going to take that away from them.
I mean, yeah, there's probably opium or something. Anyway, this is the Haldi ceremony, which I am a white person. I obviously don't know much about, but I did research a little bit. So this is a traditional ceremony. Haldi actually in Hindu means turmeric. So they're rubbing like a turmeric paste on Edwina for good luck in her upcoming marriage life. And she talks a little bit more about that later. And this is a bro moment. We're having, they're like not having a full bachelor party, but we are having Anthony is going to be a sassy party. Yes, broman.
Just the boys boying out about
We love it.
Their problems of like, we all just want to be single, but I guess if we have to get married,
we'll do it.
We love a bro
moment. This moment also, now we're back to Edwina and family. It's like a little sad because Edwina, I think, like is starting to vocalize that she feels like he doesn't love her, the Viscount. She's like, I wish he looked at me like full of love and longing. And then Kate's like, that's actually like not that important in love.
Yeah, it's not a thing. That's
It's
what
like
makes
not a thing. Like they don't need. What do you say?
This is a very frustrating scene because we didn't have to get here.
No, we didn't.
We didn't have to get here. There comes a time when you got to be honest, even when it's painful. Maybe tell your sister before she marries the person you are in love with.
Yeah, exactly. This whole episode is like, how did we get here?
It's exactly.
It's like, what are we doing here?
The second time I feel like I've been referencing Whitney Houston a lot, and I didn't reference.
You got to. She's so good. She's ever present.
And
so now we have a moment of foreshadowing because Edwina is rubbing the haldi on Kate, and she's saying, oh, it said if you rub it on an unwed woman that she'll soon find her husband. And it's kind of like, Edwina, maybe you don't want her to find her husband. Jill.
Are you? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's so cute though. And they're all wearing like orange and stuff. I love the colors of this scene a lot. It's very beautiful. Like
I would say that about this entire episode is the color story.
Yes.
I also like how these two scenes are mirroring in terms of the cinematography.
Yeah, like the three of them, the three brothers, and then the mom and Kate and Edwina.
Mm-hmm. And they're kind of like close up. Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like, I don't know, when I was watching this episode back to prepare for this, I was like, I'm glad you brought that up, Lady Whistledown, because I feel like they kind of snapped on the cinematography in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they upped it. Like, but also the cheese. There's a couple moments in this that I'm like, the song choices. I cannot wait.
I know, that's why I think that this is the most camp of all of the episodes.
That's so fair.
This is because they got to steer away from the book stuff. They didn't have to like hold anything true.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's just go full out. Let's just be silly and stupid. But
yeah,
also,
let's give you Shonda Rhimes.
Let's give you drama. Let's give you glamour. Let's give you color.
Yeah. Let's give you color.
And
now, this annoying Lord Featherington poop face is flirting with Lady Featherington. Mm-hmm. And I see that some of you are probably leaving because the Featherton's on the screen. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But they're gone. They're leaving, so come back.
Wait, so he was flirting with the mom?
Yes.
Yes. So that's like his new scheme, I guess, is he's trying to like flirt with her. I think he's trying to flirt with her so he can control her even when he marries the daughter, if that makes sense. Because he'll be like, I don't know, guys are weird.
Because he'll be in charge of all the money and stuff. So
and all
they don't have any actual money. So.
Mm-hmm. So now Penelope is kind of like being like not very cautious. She has the modiste over like in person, even though she doesn't like need to actually deliver something to the house, because Penelope just like wants intel, not even really anything Lady Whistledown related, like about Eloise, which I feel like.
Yeah, she's becoming obsessed.
Yeah, she's obsessing and she's like, your wig is slipping.
Yeah. I was like, mine?
Oh, no.
I don't have one.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, viewers who came back after the Featheringtons left.
They're gone. We're here. Okay.
They did come back. Now we have a nice moment, kind of, between Kate and Edwina. Kate, this is like, I feel like when they're starting to be like, metaphor, here's the metaphor. Like Kate has these bracelets that her mom gave her to save for her wedding, and they're meant for Kate, and she's giving them to Edwina, and Edwina's like, no, you should wear them, they're meant for you. And Kate's like, no, I'm giving everything to you.
Supposed to be for you. It's like, we get it.
It's like, okay, we got it.
And that's what makes her and Anthony so similar, is they're both like, we'll sacrifice all of our wants and desires and happiness for our families. And it's like,
yeah,
who told you to? Nobody.
Exactly. And
oldest child syndrome.
Yeah. The oldest child syndrome. I definitely had that in the past, and I cured myself.
Yeah.
This scene, I do love this scene. I'm going to turn it up.
Yeah.
Bring to your brother, undo it.
Because we have Colin wasted.
I may never reach your capacity.
Or hungover.
It's a simple remedy. If you continue to drink, there can be no after effects.
Only you would use your powers.
Benedict is slipping into
Anyone see
alcoholism.
Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Benedict, see that he is.
I love this
showing
line.
the emotions of the
Because
day.
he goes to Columbia College now.
The mom being like, Benedict, can you check on Anthony? I'm sure the emotions of the day have confused him. They all know that little Anthony's just overcome. And then instead of being, as they assumed, anxious, I feel like he's weirdly disassociating.
Yeah, which is the way to do it.
Yeah. And now we're here for the wedding? What the fuck?
Right? Like if you're watching the season, it's like the fuck.
Yeah. Lady Whistledown, if you'll throw up, we have a what the fuck wedding graphic, because this is like, how did we get here? How did we get here, Whitney?
Nobody's supposed to be here.
Nobody's supposed to be here.
Supposed to be here.
Be here. So now they've heightened the situation all the way to the Church of the Queen of England.
Which is wild.
It is.
Because he's just a Viscount.
Exactly. I think like somebody's about to even say, they're like, this is fancier than Daphne's wedding and she married a whole duke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, what?
I forgot what we were gonna say.
I'm just loving this part because we're here on Penelope's like, hey, does everyone know Eloise is in love with a commoner?
Yeah.
But she's
So
obviously not saying
judgy.
it. She's just being suspicious and being like, what are you doing? What's going on? Oh, your brother's here? That's awesome.
That's awesome. Now we're talking about duty.
Interesting. We talk about duty.
We're talking about duty, Eloise. But they also, I feel like they're starting to like flirt a little bit more. There's like some verbal sparring smidges. He half compliments her here by insulting his sister, which is rude.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, men do not need to insult one to compliment the other.
Yeah, I can't wait for season 3, and we're gonna have the Colin redemption / groveling season.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch him grovel because I think he can carry it as an actor. I'm excited to watch him.
Me too.
Yeah.
The challenge.
Yeah, and now they're fighting. Poor Eloise and Penelope are fighting because Penelope is being little stuck up
Little stuck up
for a bitch with no money.
But remember, she does have money. Her family.
Yeah, you're right. Which is like, what? Like, you're not helping your family. I wouldn't help her family either.
I hate my family. Get over it.
Yeah, you're right.
Family has treated her like garbage. It goes into, if you read the book, it goes into way more detail of like, she's justified in everything with her family.
Yeah, they are more mean.
They're trash.
Ooh, Duchess alert.
Duchess alert. Also, where the fuck is the Duke?
This would be a where is the Duke moment, but I like that they gave all of this to Daphne instead, honestly, because this conversation they're about to have and the acting, they both do such a good job. And I love when he's like, Benedict, excuse us, the Duchess has opinions.
Yes.
Like, so mad.
Everything says I'm pensively angry, like overly adjusting my like cuffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting some good Jonathan Bailey tension acting here. We're adjusting cuffs, we're adjusting our crop top shirt.
Our crop top jacket.
Our crop top jacket. And I feel like, I don't know, they do have an interesting dynamic because she's the oldest girl, you know what I mean? So I think they do share some of the similar, like, we do have like family duty, but obviously different. And he like kind of says this to her. He's like, you were raised to become somebody else's like family, and I was raised to carry on the family name, so different responsibilities. But calm down a little bit, Anthony.
Truly, you have your own head up your own ass so far.
Yeah.
Weird way of saying have your head up.
But he does. Both of them are justified being upset in this scene. Like, then she invokes the dad, and she's like, what would he say if he was here? And Anthony's like, he had different words for me than for you. You like don't get it. fair. And then she's like, you know, we all just pity you. Like, you keep being like, I have to make these choices to better the family and to save us, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, but instead, like, we all just think that you're miserable and sad.
Which, once again, who done told you you had to sacrifice? Like,
Exactly.
girl, get it together, take a breath, stop reacting, and start thinking.
Because also I'm like, Anthony, he keeps being like, I have to do this for the family. I'm like, Benedict is becoming an alcoholic. Colin has weird facial hair. Eloise is running away. Like, you need
Eloise
to
is meeting strange men in an alleyway.
yeah, like, dude, get, like you just said, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Also, your undershirt is showing. Pull your crop top down.
Yeah, pull your crop top down. Adjust. And he also, so in this moment, he's kind of like crying a little smidge.
Oh, so well done.
It is. Because he's like, you just don't get it. It's easy to be selfish when you're a girl, basically. Shut up, Anthony.
Yeah. It's different. Like,
yeah.
Also, it's not selfish. She was literally born and bred to breed. So let's not.
Because also, if you didn't watch last season, she has kind of a sad journey where, like, it's happy, obviously, in the end, but she doesn't know anything about, like, sex. Like, her mom does not tell her, like, one single thing. And she's, like, kind of gets tricked by her husband into thinking that he, like, can't have a baby. It's, like, a whole thing. Because she, like, doesn't know, like, the physical stuff. So, I don't know. Anthony at least knows what body parts do what.
Yeah.
Oh, Edwina.
I know. Once again, this is not traditional to history or the book. She would not be wearing white. It would be weird to wear white at your wedding.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Like, you were saying, they would just wear their best dress in, like, their local church and stuff. And then, like, even if that was the reality of this world, and then still for her to be in the Queen's church, like, this is so much pressure.
So much pressure. And yeah. And the reality was back then, they did not, it wasn't easy to make a dress. Like, it wasn't a store.
Yeah.
Tailors. Like, it was just a pain in the ass to, like, get multiple outfits.
Yeah, 100%. So now Edwina is being like, these bracelets that you gave me are meant for you, Kate. They don't feel right for me to wear. I'm giving them back to you.
She literally said, I feel like I'm wearing something that was meant for you. Like, it's so on the nose.
Yeah,
it's very, maybe a little spoon fed, but I love it.
I know, that's the Shonda of it. I love it.
It really is.
So now I just groaned because I'm like, now we're playing Harry Styles' Sign of the Times.
Wait, I got it.
Oh yeah, there's a picture.
Yeah. It's a little much.
Yeah, this one.
I agree. It's
This
a little
is
much.
one of the songs that I was like, okay, because this song is like so sad. I think this is a sad song. And
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like a sad moment because everybody's going to be unhappy.
Exactly, it's so sad. Everyone's being so sad, and then
so
Daphne's
sad
like,
the groomsmen are drunk and hungover.
yeah.
Like, it's
All the Bridgerton bros are pissed, and then of course, who gets to walk down the aisle first? Kate, because she's like whatever the maid of honor is. So he has to go through the whole emotions of seeing Kate walk down the aisle. And Jonathan Bailey is serving. He's giving us seeing the love of your life walk down the aisle, but you can't really show your expression, but also you can't help it.
And the whole entire church is staring at him like, girl, you are so obvious.
Yes, literally.
His
Lady
mom did a
Danbury.
double take. She was like,
Yeah, there were double takes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna look at him. I'm not gonna look at him. I'm not gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at him.
No, don't look at each other.
Shit.
So bad. Lady Whistledown, how are you feeling? Because you haven't seen this.
yeah, I can't believe they're actually at a wedding. Like, I never
It's
thought
wild.
I'd get this far. But I guess
It's right.
having watched,
How did we get here?
yeah.
How did we get here?
Having watched Grey's Anatomy since the inception, I shouldn't be that surprised because how many times has there been a wedding where someone hasn't shown up or someone runs away or whatever? But still, I am shocked.
It's shocking. I love hearing that perspective as a Grey's Anatomy fan.
Yeah.
It is similar.
It's totally similar, just different outfits.
Yeah. Could you imagine too, the queen of the whole country has to sit right there when you're getting married?
I would freak out.
I would too.
How is she even keeping her head up with that wig on?
The queen, I don't know. Because her wigs are like pounds and pounds and pounds.
No, they must be really secured.
Yeah.
Because they wore them that big back then, so I wonder how they did it back then.
Yeah.
Balance.
Daphne looks so depressed. I love that she's not even pretending. She's just
like devastated.
Yeah, front row pissed. Also, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, and where's my husband?
I know. You're smiling at your bride and then you're looking at the maid of honor like you're about to burst into No.
This shot is so upsetting to me. And Kate like staring blankly ahead.
Oh,
devastating. And he's just like spacing out. Oh God. And now it's Kate. Oh God. I hate this.
Oh yeah. Shit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And but I do like the empty church because it's just them. It's about just them. But it's not actually.
Now you're happy. This is so embarrassing. And the worst part is like Edwina, you just realizing?
Oh, are you? Yeah, I feel like Edwina is like, what is up? Yeah.
Oh no, and she's rubbing her marriage bracelet.
Yeah, because this is when Edwina's like, why are you staring at her, dude? Like, what is going on? Because she was just saying, I wish he would look at me like he loved me. And I think she expected him to like finally look at her like that. And then you see your sister being kind of weird.
Not dropping the bracelet.
Not dropping it. And then he immediately dives. Oh my God. This is fucked.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This is too much.
It's too much. And he's like, allow me.
It's camp.
He's like proposing to her. Like he's literally proposing to her right now.
Literally, he is. And he put the bracelet on her arm in front of God and country.
Literally, God and country.
God and country.
Bishop is like, girl, what the fuck?
Yeah. She's having a panic attack, as she should.
Yeah. This probably could have happened a lot earlier.
Yeah. But we're here for the drama. I need a moment. Get it, girl. Ask for what you need. Get what you need. Run.
Ask for your needs and get them. And then, of course, the sister's like, let me follow and help. That's not gonna.
I love the shot of her running and the flowers like in the veil and stuff. That's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
The queen being pissed.
Like, what happened to my wedding?
Yeah, it's
literally. And then the fireworks going off. Yes.
It's camp. It's drama. It's glamour. It's over the top. It's heavy.
It's over the top.
You know what's giving
smoke break.
You know what's giving the camp vibe is they're using fisheye, like very slight fisheye lenses.
Yeah. So
it feels like silly almost, like clown-like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, the cinematography, this episode, they get to go full out. They don't have to stay within any border. It's fun.
Exactly. Because even this scene, like the camera that's on like Kate is pretty still, but the one on Edwina is like following her and moving all over her finally. Because she's been so poised and perfect. And now she's like literally yelling at everybody.
Yeah, this is a great scene for Edwina's character. Like, I get to finally raise my voice and go off.
Yeah. I love her. Like, everyone's crushing it, but this like is hard. This little turn to be so sweet and angelic, and then she's like so hurt. It like makes me want to cry. I might cry at one part of this episode. Oh
my God.
I know, it makes me so sad.
It's hard to concentrate when everybody has a beautiful scoop neck.
Yeah. I know, the thing is, like, she's also, her bosoms are, they be heaving.
Everybody's got a heaving bosom.
Heaving bosom. But I feel like she just did a lot of growing up. So, like, in that moment, she was like, realized she had been lied to. And now she's like, I don't know, not grown up, but you know, when you like, you have an idea of love and fantasy and then like the reality, you know?
It's my favorite. It's another one of my favorite like romance novel tropes. In fact, one of the romance novels I'm reading right now, that's like what it's all about, is the main character is like idealistic, basically picks her husband and then realizes like, oh wait, it's not like guaranteed that it'll be lovely and romantic. What the fuck? But I decided.
And that's real life.
And
Baby.
then you get to like whatever. This is why I love the book, and this is why I love historical romances. Normally by this point we'd be watching them married and figuring it out.
Yeah. Because compared to the book, that is what's happening. I know. So she's like, I can't even look at this dude right now. And he's like, he's just charging around. Like, what is he doing?
He's literally barging. He's Anthony barging.
Yeah. He's barging everywhere. And kind of I just want to touch on it so we don't miss it, but heartbreaking moment is the mom being like, Kate, we need a moment without you. Like me and Edwina. And I feel like obviously that's Kate's like biggest fear, that she's going to be on the outs. So, and I don't know, sometimes it's like a That's So Raven situation, you know, where like you're trying so hard to prevent the thing that you like cause it. You guys familiar with the That's So Raven?
Yeah.
I don't think that's where that trope,
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that began, but
it's That's So Raven.
But I understand.
So that's not her mom, right? Like that's
Edwina's, not Kate's mom.
Yeah, so that's gotta be so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's your stepmom. Oh,
yeah,
so sad.
Stepmom and half sister. Oh, it's rough.
So in true Bridgerton fashion, Anthony is having a meltdown and all the siblings are roasting him.
Yeah.
All of them are just being like, whatever. And Eloise is like, maybe Edwina realized that marriage is basically slavery.
Everyone's like, you're not helping. None of this is helping. And I love that about the Bridgertons, is that whenever somebody's upset, they all sit in a room and just shit on each other.
Yeah, they're Bridgertons.
Yeah, they are Bridgertons.
They fully are.
And it is great.
Also, shout out, great acting moment. They're like, maybe Anthony just needs a break. And he's like, precisely. And then he storms out. But as he storms out, he looks at Daphne. And for a split second, he looks like he's about to just start sobbing. Like, it's so sad. And then the mom kind of Violet Bridgerton sees that interaction. And she's like, Daphne, I don't give a fuck. You're a Duchess. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you're my child and I want the tea. Open up.
I don't care about rank. Now the queen is kind of giving her the business. Lady Danbury is
getting a talking to.
Yeah, because the queen's blaming her because she was sponsoring Edwina and Kate, and she like backed them. You know, she was like, no, they're cool people, even though the mom had like already upset the queen.
And here's the thing, in modern day, like this scandal would be wonderful. Nobody's life would really be ruined. We would all just be like, ooh, did you hear? But here it's like, oh God, everyone's lives are now ruined. You're like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
The stakes are so high.
Whoa.
The stakes are so high.
Is that
they have these
statue?
Like, yeah, they have like these
this,
weird
party.
Yeah. And the queen just said that nobody's allowed to leave.
Okay, so just go to the reception and have fun.
Yeah. And now that's gossip. Everybody is gossiping about why did Edwina run out.
I know. I would pay money to go to a wedding where somebody ran away.
Oh my God, that would be incredible.
I know.
I know. I do think too, like, the mom of Edwina, whose name I never can remember, Lady Sharma, like this, I feel like I wish they just gave her like a bit more lines, because this probably also generationally is huge for her, because like she left her like arranged marriage, she left all of the society, and now your daughter is like getting married under the queen's like hand. I just feel like that's a big journey, and I wish we heard more of how she felt about that.
Right. We don't have the time. No offense.
Yeah, no, they said we don't have the time. They cut it. They went, cut, 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 cut.
We don't have the time. We have all these side plots to try and build the next season.
I know. It's like, well, maybe if we gave less time to the Featheringtons.
Oh, if we pan back to when Penelope and Eloise were walking through the tent, there was the back of an extra wearing a dress suspiciously similar to my dress that I wore for the Bridgerton ball.
Oh.
Diamond.
So you're basically in this, you're saying?
Yeah, just like give it a look out.
Just give it a little look out. Just a little look out.
Stole my dress. That I
Stole my dress.
Also,
I would love to be an extra on this show.
I know. I would have a hard time not trying to pluck something off of the tree. Not if I was an extra, just if I attended this event.
Yeah.
It would be like, there's literal dessert trees.
It's like it's like pears stuck in chocolate.
Right. And I love that.
That looks delicious. I don't know what these two are arguing about. Oh, basically
arguing about the like nice poor man that Eloise met.
Yeah. And Eloise is being like, how can I just be a functioning human knowing that he's out there possibly liking me, but I don't know if he likes me or not. And then she's like, Penelope, you could never relate to that, right?
Literally. She's sort of just like, what can you and this strange man have in common? And she's like, I don't know.
Penelope's like, I definitely know what it means to be longing for someone.
So this is what I will say about all this storyline. If you're watching this and going, God, who cares about Eloise and this mystery man?
Yeah, that's fair.
They are setting it up for future seasons. Oh, wait. No, it's the mom and Anthony, but anyway.
Yeah, not Kate. Because now, like, it's kind of an Anthony and Edwina battle. Because he's coming expecting to talk to one version of Edwina, but he's getting Edwina 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0 is ready to play.
Yeah, and she's like, I know what is up, and I'm about to kind of yell at you a smidge. She doesn't go awa.
Yeah, she's still Edwina.
And I think she's like, literally, because he just was like, so is this just a delay? And she's like, what's wrong with you?
Literally, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I just saw what you did with my sister. And he literally is about to lie, and then she's like, don't lie.
Because he's a little bitch.
He is being a little bitch. I do, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like storytelling, whatever, but I'm like, him going and continuing even at this point, I was like, okay, come on.
I know. It's not like, where's your character arc, sir? Let's pick it up.
Yeah. I wish it was happening more here.
She just got right to the core of it.
What'd she say?
I wonder if you want the marriage, or if it's the marriage or me that you're intent upon.
And that's it. The question finally that she should have been asking the whole time.
Really, and that's the thing. It's like not to victim blame.
Yeah.
You were naive.
That's like, and again, not to victim blame like what you said, but Kate literally said in the beginning, he doesn't want any love. He just wants the position. And he even just said that again. He's like, we share our places. He did not say anything about love. And she presses him again. She's like, because you love me. And he's like, long pause. He still hasn't said anything. Like,
yeah.
He still doesn't respond.
He says, I understand you. I sympathize with you. And it's like, oh, girl, that is not the correct answer.
That's not love.
I do respect him not lying to her.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll give him a point for that, Lady Whistledown.
Everyone has a point.
I agree. I just wish this was not this, but it's like, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it would be instead. You know?
Yeah.
Because this part to me is sad. Like when she's like, what is going to become of Kate if we get married? And then he literally compares her to a thorn being removed from their lives. And I'm like, in the show, I feel like that was like slightly out of character, where like, but book Anthony is totally like that and does say stuff like that about her and is so mean. But I kind of felt like that was the first time we saw him being like that mean. What do you think?
I was about to say that exact same thing because I was like, in the book, it is way harsher, and he does that thing of like, I don't want to like you, so I'm gonna be really mean to you to push you away. Like,
Yeah, that's so fair.
Nice. All
That's a
while
good
he's like breathing heavily on her neck, and you're like, all right.
And being like, I'm a gentleman. Like, get out of here. So Edwina is now like, I'm kind of over all of you. And she's like, I'm going to be the one to decide my future. Get out. And he's thrown. He's totally thrown. I did not think he expected that at all.
No. And she's just like, listen, you don't understand shit. So pack your bags.
Get out.
And leave the villa.
You can leave the villa. Yes.
Well,
Oh, and now we have Kate crying.
closet.
I will say another thing about the show, because we're on cinematography this episode for some reason. They do not waste a mirror. If you see a mirror in a shot, the reflection of the main character is in it somehow. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank
it's
God.
always another angle of them. It's so good. So I don't really understand human emotion sometimes, so I don't really read the scene because it's not verbal. But she's like, she threw the bracelets and now she's picking them up and putting them on. And she's decided something, but I don't know what she's decided. Do you?
Yeah. I mean, this is her moment of like, fuck it, I'm still gonna like move on with my life. Like, if it means I go to India, it means I go to India. But like, I'm still gonna have a relationship with my sister and my family. And this is
run
this,
away.
we talk about a bottle episode.
Yeah, because they can't escape each other.
Yeah, and they're gonna go bottle up in a closet and yell at each other.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, we love bottle up in a closet.
Does
Because
this-
also he is being so like caution to the wind. Everybody just saw him follow her in the closet. Everybody.
He is being unreasonable.
Yeah, he is being unreasonable. He just held the door shut when she tried to leave. Come on. I love it. And now he's like, so your sister just low-key yelled at me, did
And
not
it's like,
expect
yeah, I
that.
wonder why.
Yeah, she's like, I've been yelling at you this whole time because you're an idiot. And the fact that he asks her again to like help him marry Edwina, it's like, what's going on?
Like, where are we not listening, sir?
Yeah.
Like, where are we not connecting?
Yeah. Because Kate, I feel like, is fully resigned. Yeah, she's like, I have ruined her life. Like, Kate realizes the weight of what she's done. Where Anthony, he's a man in this world and he doesn't have consequences as much.
Oh, but so now the problem is that like he went to go grab her out of anger and be like, wait, come here. But now he's like, wait, I love touching it.
He's like, wait, I love touching you.
Favorite. Love that trope.
And they're both like, let's just wait in here because we can still be together and we don't know what's going to happen when we leave this little
Yeah, we
closet.
can, like pretend for a moment that like, no.
And she says, nah, bitch.
Mm. No,
Bye.
she just like, she had that internal monologue of like, I'm moving on. I gotta pick up my shit. I gotta be my own person.
Yeah.
And we can't be doing this.
Oh, I love this moment. This is Lady Danbury and Lady Violet. just they have obviously been catching up together all season and being like, what are we doing? Because these people we're in charge of are crazy. And they kind of had a crazy last season as well with Daphne and the Duke, because Lady Danbury was kind of like helping him too. So I kind of feel like they're at their breaking point. And Lady Danbury's like, literally, I don't know what to do.
Like literally, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what to do at all.
Just a great moment where you get to like, they have to like let their guards down. And just just kiki for a moment while panicking.
Yeah. Like they're both, instead of like, I feel like even though they're friends, they still play the game with each other. And now in this moment, I feel like they're just being friends and they're both being like, we cannot even play. Like, this is so messed up. because Daphne just told Violet for sure that Anthony is, you know, kind of horny for Kate. And Lady Danbury obviously knew that.
Right. So it's awkward.
I know, now they're just like,
everybody.
well.
So like imagine the moment. Everybody, you're having this like back and forth argument. The queen won't let you leave. So everybody's fully drinking and eating and partying out back.
Yeah.
While
Like,
gossiping about like what is going on. And you're still like holed up having individual moments of being like, so what are we gonna do?
because they probably thought all the scheming was over, and now they're like, dear God. Like, okay, Lady Whistledown, I have cackling mamas. Yes, live, laugh, love.
Yeah, live, laugh, laugh.
Live, laugh, love.
They went from scheming mamas to cackling.
Cackling, exactly.
They're both literally like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Everything's ruined.
Everything's ruined. And they both like, when you're just so silly tired too, and like they're laughing at the peacocks and stuff, and like just the situation that they're in.
I love that. I love when you can step back and like lose your mind.
Yeah,
Really?
with your friend, and you're just like, what? It's trauma bonding, because at the end of the day, they're like laughing because it's like the Queen of England. She'll chop your head off.
Literally, like she could have us killed.
Yeah.
Just because our kids are like not into it. And then
Yeah. Because she embarrassed, like they kind of low-key embarrassed her. Yeah. Yeah, they embarrassed the Queen.
But this
Little
look,
Edwina.
this wedding look like
It's so good.
good.
I'm almost glad that like, because I don't know if she would have, if the marriage, you know, like had continued in that moment. Like I feel like she probably would have changed out of the dress sooner, when instead now we get like a lot of her in the dress.
And like looking forlorn and tired, and it's so good.
Yeah, because she's been
Dragging
crying
the
all
train
day.
behind her. I love it.
I love the dragging the dress behind her. That is like key bride breakdown. Yeah, this is a conversation I love a lot, because like I love that Edwina is like, you like didn't tell me anything. Like we could have been like partners in this. Instead, you kind of like built this whole fantasy for me.
Yeah, you were pushy as hell.
And I feel like it's really just because Kate was too scared to like want that for herself.
Yeah, that's what this really comes down to. It's so funny. And that's half of that bracelet bit too, is like admitting to herself that like, oh God, maybe I do want this. She just never was allowed to think that, but she was allowed to get married because they didn't have enough money for two like young women to go out and buy dresses and jewelry and go to balls.
Yeah, 100%.
It was just like, it was for Edwina. They picked Edwina.
Yeah. And Edwina right now is being like, why did you pick me and not you?
Right.
And I think like Kate's like justification is just like, I'm the oldest, and I was like the more like aware of what was going on, which is fair. But I do think like you like, because Kate's like, you know, like it's your naivety that's like that protected you, but it's like you made her that way, Kate, by not telling her
Exactly
the reality of life.
If everybody was just open and honest, as the Real Housewives say. Just open and honest.
Open and honest.
But we're not. Half
sister. And yeah, the half sister is heartbreaking.
You gotta pull that out.
Right? After such a hard day, all these people need to eat too.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in this family, I would be like going in between, like, have you had water?
Yeah.
Let's get some water. I don't think we should do wine.
Let's ease up on the wine. Yeah.
Did anybody have any bread?
Yeah.
We have a toast, some butter.
Does anyone have any bread? And then also be like, if you need to go to the bathroom, just go in the corner.
At this point, even if there's not a chamber pot, girl, just use the corner.
Just use the corner. Like the maids will get it. Like,
they'll get it. It's fine.
They're all shitting in corners. Also, these statues is such a like.
I don't know what this bit is.
He said, I don't know what this bit is. This is that gossip moment because the queen is like, now she's like spreading fake rumors to catch Lady Whistledown.
Like separate ones for each to see who says what.
Yeah, which is very like mob boss Beyonce vibes, honestly.
Here we have the Captain Featherington or whatever being like, I have an idea for a thing that's very good for you to invest in. And it's like, is it?
Oh yeah, and Mr. Mondrich is like, how do we know that there's actual like jewels in the mines? And he's like, because I said so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What proof can you show me? Girl,
Yeah.
I said so. It's in the Americas. Do you want to get on a boat and go look?
No, so you have to believe me. Like he's being so scammy. Scamming was way easier back then.
Scamming was way easier. And also I love, they used to call it speculation investing.
Mm.
You're speculating if it will do well. So I always love when they're like, my father speculated too much. We lost all our money.
From the speculation.
We're speculating.
The speculation. Now, so we have Lord Featherington and Lady Featherington scheming about how to scam everybody out of their money because she's like literal captive audience. Nobody can leave this ground. So she's like, let's get everybody's money because everybody's all like hopped up from the drama.
And she's like, I know your secret, dumbass. I'm really smart. So I want to be in on it.
Yeah, because she is really smart. She does fake being not as smart as she is, for sure. Yeah. I feel like, what is she saying? She's like, don't scam the Bridgertons.
Yeah, not the Bridgertons. And that's just because like they're family friends and that's pretty much it.
Like they're well respected in the town.
Yeah, they're well respected. And also there's like a closeness there, even if they don't like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And also we know in the future, you know, they might be family.
Yeah. They might be family. They're filming right now, and in my like fantasy is that they're watching. Is they're watching us?
It's daytime for them right now, and they're probably like on set.
Yeah, exactly. So in between takes, they're like, "Look at this, these idiots."
That's who the 11 people.
Yeah, exactly. It's the whole cast. Hi, Bridgerton.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so now the queen is pissed at Lady Danbury and Lady Violet. There's like 20 cakes in the background.
I love a cake party.
Yeah, they said we had 1 billion cakes. I don't even know what they're here to say. I think they're just here to be like, we don't know what's up. And the queen is like, it can't fail. It's literally, I don't accept failure.
Yeah, like we have to like turn it into something. Somebody's got to get married.
You said somebody's got to get married. She is giving that vibe. She's like, so who's it gonna be?
Yeah, literally. She's like, I rented out a theater. A show's gonna happen.
A show will be happening. Yeah.
And I don't care what it is.
I love it. I love something about the queen's wigs too, is they often like dye them, like they tone the hair to like match the shade of her gown. It's so beautiful. I love that. Okay, so Edwina's here and her gloves are literally off. Like her wedding gloves are off.
The opera length gloves are on.
Yeah, they're literally off. She's here to fight for herself. And right now she's just being like normal, nice Edwina, so, and the queen's like kind of pissed. Should I turn it up?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Fireworks. They were brilliant.
So this is the queen's husband, if you don't know.
The king.
the king.
I'm late for the ceremony.
And he thinks it's their wedding day.
Someone, can someone come and assist?
I didn't mean to keep you waiting, Gussie.
This is the part kind of that makes me cry. It's
Are
just
they
so
gonna renew their vows?
Oh, Val, you're so cute and nice.
That would be
This is when Bridgerton, like you were kind of saying Grey's Anatomy vibes, like it gets disturbing every so often. They pivot, but this part is disturbing.
yeah.
Like they're about to drag him away and stuff. Like, crying.
She will make a most excellent queen.
Edwina.
Your Majesty.
Edwina's so perfect.
I know, Vena's like, I'll just be nice and agree.
Many times during your happy courtship.
Because it's like her whole character is like, what if we were just nice?
And what if we just like went with it?
And like her being like, I heard you guys went through many trials in your courtship, but today's going to be worth it. And then she's like, maybe go rest. So he like leaves the room of his own will instead of like getting dragged in a panic.
Perfect.
It makes me weep.
I know.
It's so sweet. Her character is just like so kind.
So perfect.
It's kind of interesting, the diamond thing, because it does feel like before she was like just niceness without any kind of like definition. And now she's like figured out how to like aim it and refine it and like use it like a diamond.
Yes,
I
love that. She has a really beautiful character journey. Like if just her character,
which is actually nice, because if this had followed the book, really she wouldn't have been we wouldn't have really gotten into her story.
Yeah, because in the book, like we were saying, Anthony and Kate get caught, and so then they have to get engaged. And Edwina's like, awesome, great, you guys do that. She like doesn't care.
She's never into it, really.
Yeah, she was just like whatever. So yeah, way more acting.
Colin.
I like
Colin alert.
Oh, hold on.
He's a little drinking so much. Look,
Jeez.
I'm obsessed with that. That sound, I like need to hear it. And now, okay, so she's giving kind of like this monologue. She's like, my purpose. And she's kind of getting all horny for her purpose. And he's like, wait, is this hot or am I drunk?
That, and he's also like, oh shit, I don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
And he gets all in his head.
Yeah. It's a lot of that.
Tired, but then he's also like, what?
Yeah. I don't know how they're not like so sweaty. These makeup people must be just blotting.
There is no way that I could shoot outdoors for more than 10 minutes and not get a red face. Like
Totally.
I'm like, I don't know how they wouldn't. I don't even know. There must be constantly cutting to powder.
Yeah, constant. Because they're filming now. So they film in the summer, which is like so hot.
Because if you're gonna film in the UK, it's like the only time it's bright and sunny is in the summer. It's a lot like that, actually.
I know, that's so funny. And now they're still eating the cake.
Saber. Yeah.
With a saber.
Love it.
These people are so funny. The fact that they're eating the cake. I mean, what else would you do? I guess I would eat the cake.
Also, I mean, Eloise's physicality is so like quirky girl, and it's the funniest fucking thing.
She is Manic Pixie Bridgerton girl. Yeah. Manic Pixie Regency girl. What?
Because she's always kind of flopping her shoulders like Muppet shoulders.
She is Muppet energy. Big Muppet energy, Eloise.
This is so stupid. She's gonna leave her brother's wedding at the queen's house.
Literally.
What?
It is stupid.
Stupid.
And Penelope is trying to be like, girl, this is stupid. And it's like, this is the one time I agree with her.
I will say this. It is a part where the writer's room was like, I don't know, you guys, we had a plot hole. Do something.
It is plot hole vibes. Because now the footman, there's like a footman assigned to each of these like girls to find out who Whistledown is. And so he sees her leaving and he's like, let me follow her. And like you're saying, yeah, it's your literal brother's wedding, but she also, she's like, I don't care for Anthony. Oh, this scene is beautiful too. I love that the queen's jewelry room is just like a normal room.
It's like wide open.
Yeah. With like a table with just like all the jewels.
Someone could just wander in to look.
Yeah, which is what Edwina did. That's how she got in here. She wandered in.
Hey, sorry you didn't get married. But what the fuck are you doing in my jewelry room?
Yeah. I feel like the queen is like, well, you're a diamond and you saw something really personal about me and you were really nice about it. So I have to be nice.
So here's some physical representation of what I was saying before.
Yeah.
You're a diamond.
You're a diamond while you're holding my necklace. She's so nice. Because even what she's saying right now, Edwina's like, all I witnessed was a king's love for his queen.
Boy.
You know, where everybody else is like, yeah, I saw that
It's
kind
great.
of disturbing moment. Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize he was that sick.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is like if the country knew.
They would be like revolting, or people would be trying to take his place, you know, usurping would happen.
Yeah, a usurp.
We'd be usurping. I love that you can see her wigs in the background.
Yes.
It's her jewelry and wig room. What's going on here?
She's helping her decide.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just the whole like, what should you do? Because like this whole episode is literally them deciding. That's why it's called The
A
Choice.
choice. Yeah.
They really nailed that one home.
Yeah. They were like, guess what? You'll never forget.
We have to decide and make a choice.
Choice. And then Lady Whistledown, it is a distinctly human act to marry. Which is like, great question. Should we? Kind of like a weird thing we invented to torture ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, now this song I have to shout out. I think there's a picture. This is a cover of What About Us by Pink.
What a choice.
So what a choice. This is another moment where I went, okay.
All right.
So Anthony and Kate both got a note. They think it's from the other one. So of course they come running to the chapel as Pink's What About Us is blaring through the cathedral.
Like, we get it. What about us? Yeah.
What about us? What about us?
What about us?
And then Edwina's like, boom, bitches, I wrote the notes and I knew you'd both come running because you're both stink.
You both stink.
Yeah, you both stink. And she's like telling them she made her decision in case, like, maybe we should talk about this in private. And Edwina's like, talk to the hand. I'm going to turn it up.
Yeah, this is a good moment.
Provide me with what it is that I want,
Mm-mm.
what it is that I deserve,
Mm-hmm.
what everyone deserves.
Mm-hmm.
I may not know exactly what true love feels like, but I certainly know what it is not.
Get him.
It is not deception
It's not deception.
or wandering eyes
Yeah, that's what he's got.
or a role to be fulfilled.
Not wandering eyes.
I cannot marry you because I cannot betray myself.
Also, I'm a child.
They manage
Also, I am a child. Well, that's too. Part of it is I feel like she is like, I'm young. You're old. You're old. Like, she's like, this is the rest of my life that I have to be miserable. No, you're fucking 29, Anthony. So you probably have 15 more years. Like, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yikes.
Yeah, her being like, Kate, you projected literally every single thing onto me.
Yeah, like a psychopath. So I'm gonna just go be myself now.
Yeah. And she's like, so I I love this because she's like, so I didn't even care about this scandal and blah, 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 because she's like, I didn't even want it. It was all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Very powerful for this era.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm like, and probably super would never happen.
Yeah, never.
Would never happen. Oh,
What
good. What about us is back. I'm going to turn it up.
Leave it to people to complicate matters with their ceremonies and their cakes.
And their cake.
Not a wonder that anyone marries at all.
It is not as if Miss Rowena could do any better than the Viscount.
And now everyone's gossiping and starting to be like, because they just found out there's no wedding today. And now they're like, maybe there's something about Anthony we don't know. Which Violet overhears and she's like, not my son.
Not my son.
Not my son. But he is like, he was a rake before this. So it's not like he had an awesome reputation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's respectable, but like whatever. Okay, now we're back in the poor people part of town, which also Eloise wearing this outfit in the poor people part of town, like your wedding
girl.
dress.
You are asking to get robbed.
100%. Like not trying to be like mean or whatever. Oh my
No,
God.
when Penelope rolls through, she plays an Irish woman
Yeah.
in a plain muslin gown.
With a hood on.
Get a hood.
Get a hood, Eloise. Like her shawl's not even like around her shoulders all the way.
Clearly came from a wedding.
Clearly came from a wedding.
Like, you're in wedding attire, girl.
Also, this guy's little outfit, I was like, it's giving Newsy. They did.
Yeah, the whole thing's giving news.
It's giving Newsy.
He's like, I really can't talk, or we're about to go on strike. And
He's like, I gotta sell me papes.
I gotta go seize the day.
I gotta seize the day.
I can't do it when there's a wedding guest in the alley.
A wedding guest. And basically, it's crazy because she did risk it all just to be like, do you think about me? Like, and then he's like, yeah, I do. And here's all these books I put aside for you. So
Right.
It's like, hope it's worth it, Eloise.
Yeah.
We'll see you next episode, but hope it's worth it.
Oh, I love those. Okay, let our thumbs kind of brush against each other.
I know, they're kind of touching. And also the King's Guard or whatever, everyone would be like, yo, why is that guy from the palace walking around?
Like, something's up.
He's in full red.
They
Okay.
came from a wedding.
And now they think they know who Lady Whistledown is, so they're handing the queen a tiny portrait.
Someone made a tiny portrait.
The tiny portrait where they're like, yeah. This scene is also awesome because you think it's about to end with that scene between the queen, but it's not. We're getting one of my favorite Anthony and Kate moments.
Turn it up.
Let's go.
You must orchestrate what nature has already ordained.
Okay, really quick, I will just say, because she just said, like, why do we feel the need to orchestrate what nature has already ordained? And now, like, Anthony is standing, like, in the groom's place, and Kate is, like, about to go join him there, and their nature has already ordained.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So here we are.
Very late.
I love it. And he's like, your sister's so brave. We're cowards. We're just standing here.
Mm.
I stand here. Because the moment we go, the moment we step foot outside those doors, we face the truth
What situation?
of our fates.
He still doesn't get it.
Yeah,
He's like, of our situation. And she's like, no, that we have like literally ruined both our families' lives, you dummy.
like, what can't you see?
Yeah, why don't you get this? And I feel like he can't even fathom, like, he can't because it's his whole life's work. I don't know why I think it was so funny. So now she's like, I just want to delay what's going to happen and I want us just to be here with each other. And just to hit the nail on the head, she joined him at the altar. The music is swelling. He's looking at her. She's looking at him.
Yeah, it's very okay. We finally got here. Episode 6.
We're doing classic wedding shots.
Wedding
Zooming
shot.
in. She says goodbye. Is it goodbye? His face and his jaw clenching. Say no.
He can't help but stare. And
I
she
love
made the
it.
first move.
She did. This part, gets me. I love them so much. And the fact that they're going this hard in a church, slutty. I love it.
It's perfect.
It's so hot. I love
very respectful with his hands, but yet lovely.
It's so lovely because it feels like it's obviously intimate, but it also feels like very, I don't know, very lived in. You know what I mean? Like it's very natural. They got him on that apple crate.
They did. They really did.
Yeah, they really did. Oh, that's the end. I love it too much. I love that scene. We have to talk about it more, honestly.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it so much because I love also from an acting standpoint, they probably had to film that a couple times, how their bodies meet each other. Like you said, she's making the first move, she's grabbing for him and his arms just I love it. Rewind it a couple times, everyone at home, rewatch.
And also I think she has to go for him because he's standing on the apple bars.
Yes, you're right. Oh my god.
There's definitely that's definitely playing a part.
Yeah, you're
Well
so
done.
right. You're so right. Oh my god. I'm sure Jonathan Bailey is watching this. And just know we love your apple cake.
Oh, short king every day, all day.
Short king. He's 5, 6 or 7, and I'm 5, 6 or 7. So perfect.
Yeah, he's still taller than me.
It's all good. He's still taller than me. I'm obsessed. Okay, great. So now I feel like I'm excited, obviously, for next week because at this week, the beginning of this episode, you're like, oh my God, we're at a wedding. How could this get any worse?
How do we
And now it's so much worse. The wedding's off. They just kissed so fucking hard in a church. Everyone's kind of whispering what happened. So I feel like now everyone's eyes are looking.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. What's the next episode called? Do you have it pulled up?
No.
Me neither.
Because I hit the X button so that it wouldn't load the second episode.
That's what I did too.
Same.
We all immediately exited out.
No.
So surprise, episode 7, untitled.
We'll title it for now as in the episode where everybody just tries to figure it out.
We're just figuring it out.
Oh,
how did we get here?
I found it. Do you want me to say?
Yeah, what is it?
Harmony.
Oh, ours is better.
Yeah. Harmony. Oh, I remember why it's called that. Everyone's gonna groan. Okay, great. So we'll be back here this coming Monday at 9, maybe 9:10. Join us. Follow us on Instagram. I'm at God Hates Vivian. Fiona, your
book bimbo underscore bimbo or book bimbo for 2069.
Yes, we live. And then always follow the Trident Network. Check out the other shows they have going on here. Val produces basically everything. And they're all fantastic.
Yeah, tune back in on Wednesday. We have a live stream for our podcast Inconceivable. We're doing a talk back with some of the creators and the cast.
Ooh, very cool. Very cool. Check it out. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here so late. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.